Well, Gracie said she was going to change things up. She didn't like what I had planned. She said it was too much for one little old man, her and the kitty crew. So, yeah, as I can see, she's really changed up the menu a lot. But that's okay. It'll work, and she's probably right. My eyes were bigger than my stomach and my fridge to put it all up after we make it. So everything will be just fine. Oh, well, hello there, friends and family. Hey, pardon my appearance. It's Thanksgiving Day, and I'm running late like normal on the holidays. I haven't even got fully dressed. But I gotta get to cooking. But as always, I'm so glad you could stop by and spend a minute or two with this little old man in the country kitchen. And hey, I hope you're having a happy Thanksgiving too. Because we're sure going to have one, even though we've changed it up a lot. And if you watched the past episode of Mr. Tom's Neighborhood, you'll know why. Just don't got space to put it all back and get it all done. So yeah, if you got a minute, you like to spend it with the little old man, go ahead, pull up a chair, grab your cold drink and snack. Let me show you what we got going on now for our Thanksgiving feast of 2025. It may be different, but I think it'll still be yummo. Okay? So here we have it. This is what Gracie changed the menu to. You know, my sous chef, kitty cat that helps me out in the kitchen with the slicing, dicing, and meal prep. You know, she's always getting things out of the pantry and the fridge. Just challenge Papa Tom. Well, this is what she came up with. Yeah, we're still going to have the premium Cornish hen right there. That's a little 1 pound, 2 ounce Cornish hen. It'll be just fine. But she's decided she found some red potatoes left over in the pantry. And we're going to be having them. Of course, with an onion. That's a white onion. Some garlic, probably about 4 cloves. She pulled out 3 carrots from the crisper drawer. A couple of stalks of celery. Now, I'm not sure everything she's got here will fit in that 47-year-old crock pot. But what don't? We'll just throw in a Ziploc bag because we're still going to save the carcass from the Cornish game hen so we can use it as a soup base later in the weekend. So any of the veg that's left over, we can just throw that in too and make us fine soup for the weekend. And to season it up, we're just going to be going simple. Poultry seasoning, seasoning up that hen also with some salt and pepper. And we'll be using that to season up the veg too. And of course, some chicken stock. So, let me get this all, with Gracie's help, sliced, diced, and prepped so we can start putting this all together for you and show you a marvelous, amazing Cornish game hen with root vegetables in a crock pot. How easy could that be? I've never done it before, but I think it'll be just fine. Well, we got everything sliced and diced and chunked up. We got our Cornish game hen here, all rinsed, patted dry to get all seasoned up. There's our veg. We just chunked it up country style, you know, southern style. And then here's that 1 white onion chunked up. And I went ahead and chopped up that whole bulb of garlic because the cloves were rather small. Yeah, I was only going to use 4, but I went ahead on with it. And you'll see we had to change game plans. Because what you didn't see is all of this wouldn't fit in my smaller crock pot. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, as I was slicing and dicing and getting everything ready. Yeah, in fact, the Cornish game hen pretty much filled up most of that smaller crock pot. So we had to bring out the Big Mama, something we haven't used in years and years. So I wound up having to clean this all up. Plus, I had to clean up my other crock pot because I'd already sprayed it up. So this is where we're at this stage of the game of my Thanksgiving, as it takes its twists and turns. Maybe you've had such happen on your Thanksgiving day. But let's get this all set up and finally get to cooking our Thanksgiving meal. So the first thing I gotta do is season up this Cornish game hen. Now, I'm not gonna stuff it since we're doing it in the crock pot. But I think it'd be easier to just set it right on in there. And that way I can start seasoning it up. It would be a lot easier with two people, let me tell you. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this poultry season, Great Value brand, and I'm going to lift up this little game bird, and I'm going to just sprinkle some of that in the cavity. Right there, we'll get the cavity all fixed up first before we proceed to the rest of the bird. A little bit of onion powder. That'll make it much better. Some garlic powder. Why not? Even though we're going to have garlic in here. I'm not measuring anything today. A little bit of salt. You know, it's a flavor enhancer. Some pepper. Right in there too. Now, we got to season up the outside. We're going to do it just the same way. We're going to go ahead and sprinkle on some of that poultry seasoning just all over it. It'll be okay. Just like that. Oh, missed a spot. Some garlic powder. Make it all the more better. Onion powder. A little bit of that too. Just a touch of salt to bring out that flavor. And some more pepper. Generously. I love pepper. And there we go. Got the bird all seasoned. So now we got to get all the veg on in there. We got plenty of room now. Let me wash up. Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to add some dried parsley to it all. And do you know a fun fact about these little Cornish game hens? They're not a game hen at all. They're actually a young chicken. Yeah, a tender young chicken. Yes, they are. Now we can put in all the veg all around it. Okay? So we got our vegetables here. They're just coarsely chopped up potatoes and some celery, carrots, and of course we got some chopped up onions and minced up garlic. And we're just gonna sort of kinda place them all in here, all around this bird right here. We'll get the wing on up here so he don't go flying off. So we can put some more there on the side. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good. Plenty of veg. I love my veg. And I said I was gonna use some of this for soup if it wouldn't fit. But then I got to thinking, hey, let's just do it all up right. Okay? Let's distribute those carrots a little bit so that flavor mingles. And there we have it. Almost. Of course, we got to fit in the onion and the garlic too. There we go. Veg is in. So let's get that onion in. We'll just place it on top. And as this is cooking, I'm sure I'll come in here and stir it around a little bit. Let it all mix up. And then here's the garlic. Just sprinkle it in on top. Woo! Place a little bit of that fine garlic, a little more of that on top of the bird. Won't hurt. And I've got this crock pot set on warm right now, so it'd be all good and ready. Now we're going to add a little chicken stock just to get the whole thing commingling, okay? Give the crock pot a little wipe there. Y'all watch this while I wash up again, get the garlic off, so I can add my chicken stock. So I'm just going to add a little chicken stock in here to get the whole situation going. Not a lot. Let's say maybe a half a cup. I think it'll be okay. Those vegetables are going to sweat a lot of their water out. And of course, that little game hen too. Of course, now we got to season the veg up. Almost forgot to do that. Some pepper. Just a little bit of salt right there. Might as well put some parsley in there too, since that's what we're going with. Parsley goes good with potatoes, don't y'all think? Let's hit it just with just a touch more garlic powder. You never had too much garlic. And I think we'll leave the onion powder off. So there it is. It's all in this crock pot. Yeah, we've had this Thanksgiving has been full of changes, twists and turns. But let me get this timer set. Let's see. We're going to go, since we're running out of time, as always on this Thanksgiving, we're going to go high. And we're going to go with 4 hours, not 4 minutes. Yeah, I'll come back in here a little bit later and see that. It'd really be a disaster. So there we go. Pretty much my complete Thanksgiving dinner meal is now in this crock pot, and I'm even rethinking what else I'm going to have, because I got the potatoes, got the carrots and celery. You know, all that veg will be just fine with that Cornish game hen. So I'm thinking I'm going to nix the corn and the green beans and probably just make up a small batch of stuffing on the stove top, slash the Brussels sprouts, even the deviled eggs for now, and just go with potatoes, carrots and celery, the game hen, some stuffing, and a little heated up gravy for now, and that'll be just fine. I can make the other stuff later on in the weekend to eat with what's left from here, and it'll be okay. I guess the whole point to my Thanksgiving this year is you gotta be, you know, adaptive, and you gotta change as you go along. Woo! Now all we gotta do is put the cover on and wait 4 hours. Now the important part is not the fact that we're going to be cooking it on high for 4 hours. My intent was to cook it on low 8 hours, but we've ate up a lot of time switching crock pots and all of that. So we're going to cook it on high, but we want to make sure that bird gets up to, even though it's small, gets up to 165. And like I said, I didn't stuff it. Really wouldn't hold much. And since I'm cooking in a crock pot, I don't want to go there. You just never know. But I always check my stuffing in my bird, and I've never had a problem. So, until we see you here in a few hours, that's what we got. I hope you're enjoying your Thanksgiving meal. You're probably already ate by this time now. Well, here it is. I'm thinking it should be ready. Now I sure hope it has, because it's been an ordeal. Woo. Oh my. Let's get this out of the way, this lid. And before we check our Cornish game hen, oh yeah, look at that. Potatoes are done just fine. Ooh, carrots are nice and tender, as is the onion. Oh yeah, plenty of juice in there for soup stock and gravy later if I want to. Now let me get my little thermometer out here, and we're going to check this in the thickest part of the breast. Oh yeah, right there. Let's see what it says. It should be done. 140, 150, and there it goes to 160, and a little bit, well there you go, 162, 165, because the middle mark is 170. So there you have it, it's done. Now I've already switched it to warm, because let me show you what I got left to do, because I got to get this going on. It is rather late, like always. Let me show you. So we got half of the bag of Pepperidge Farm stuffing out there. Went ahead and diced up some onion and celery to throw in that. There's the pot we'll be cooking it in. It's just, you know, melt 2 tablespoons of butter, 1 cup of chicken stock, and mix it all up. Bring it to a boil. Plop the stuffing in, moisten it up, take it off the heat. And then we got another little pot for our gravy. So for today, I've downsized to just a Cornish game hen, potatoes, carrots, and onions, stuffing, and gravy. Oh, and of course, we're going to go ahead and get out the jellied cranberry sauce. Just gotta have it. Yes, we do. So for this Thanksgiving evening, this is gonna be my meal. And what I'll do tomorrow, I'll add something to it that I was gonna have anyway, like the deviled eggs or something else to complement it. And I can still have my giblet gravy, but I'm not making it tonight. This is enough for just me and the kitty crew. In fact, it's more than enough. What do you think? So yeah, there you have it. That's my Thanksgiving meal for 2025. Yeah, we cut the Brussels sprouts, the kernel corn, the green beans, and the deviled eggs for today. But we always got the rest of the weekend, good Black Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, that we can make up all that to complement this and enjoy our leftovers. And I'm thankful for all of it. So y'all, I hate to cut it short, but it's been a long day with some twists and turns. If you've watched the previous videos, what I initially had planned, then what I changed it to, because space in the fridge was rather limited, to what I went through today to get to where I'm at now. And it's got me wore out. I'm tired. It was enough to do. And it'll be, like I say, enough for me and the kitty crew. So I hope you're enjoying your Thanksgiving evening and you had the feast you wanted to. And as always, we wish you a happy Thanksgiving. From me and my kitty crew to all of you. So until I, kitty crew, Cleo, Spooky, Fluffy Muffin, and my little princess of the house has been running all under my feet and the floor. See you on that next video. Y'all take care. Stay safe out there. May God bless you all. Would you bless those in your lives? We love you for stopping by. Goodbye for now. Now just to get this jellied cranberry sauce out and on a plate with a knife. That's tradition. Get the stuffing made up and the gravy heated up, and that'll be plenty. I'm hungry and I can't wait. Oh, later all.